Welcome back to the Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. We've had this guest on before. Always enjoy having her on. Nellie Aalp. She's with a company called CorpNet. And Nellie, always glad to talk to you. How are you today?
Good. Thank you for having me back, Kevin. It's a pleasure.
You bet. Businesses that put customers first, that's our theme today. I think it's so crucial. It's a lost art. And I think, for a lot of business owners, when you talk to them about the importance of that, it's almost like you're talking a foreign language. It's interesting to see people's reactions. Glad to have you on the program. Tell us a little bit about your company, CorpNet.com.
CorpNet provides new and existing business owners with comprehensive, cost-effective packages when a new or existing business owner wants to start a business, whether it be incorporating their business, forming an LLC, or simply if they want to set up a sole proprietorship or a partnership. We can help with all the paperwork and get it filed with the state for them at a fraction of the cost that a lawyer would often have to prepare and file these paperwork for them. And often the misnomer that happens with, consumers is that for these types of legal filings, they have to have a lawyer prepare and file these documents for them. And the answer is that it's not the case. A reputable company such as my company, CorpNet, can handle all of these filings and more for a fraction of the price, starting as low as $79 plus state fees.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see all that it covers. It's very, very thorough. I'm looking at the website, CorpNet.com in the state of Texas. I mean, you can make it complete like what a lawyer would do, every single bit of it, including the actual physical filings for looks like total somewhere around probably around $800 to $900. I mean, total. That includes the fees that are going directly to the state. That's really unbelievable.
That's correct. And, you pick the state Texas. The state of Texas has a little bit of higher filing fees. So, our package fees are our package fees, and then obviously the state fees and governmental fees are additional to that. But typically, we offer these services in all 50 states, and, you can do it as little as a couple of $100 for some states, and for states like Texas and Illinois that are more, pro-business states, they do typically tend to run a little bit of higher filing fees, so you may have to go up to the $500 to $800 range.
Yeah, and by the way, just because you're in Texas, but which many, I will say all of our listeners, this program is rebroadcast on U.S. Daily Review, which is a national news website. So, so our listeners are everywhere. But regardless of where you are, you don't have to choose to have your corporation in your particular state. There's tax advantages, obviously, for choosing places like Nevada or Delaware, for example.
That is correct. We often, as you know, CorpNet.com is strictly a document filing service. We can't provide legal, tax, or financial advice. But generally speaking, the general norm is that Delaware and Nevada and now Wyoming are very popular states to incorporate in. However, again, the business owner has to look at their particular business type and their business structure, and to make sure, and oftentimes, contact their accountant or CPA to make sure that, incorporating in Delaware or Nevada or Wyoming, for that matter, is not going to have, severe tax consequences, for them, because the general rule, Kevin, is that for a small business owner with less than 10 employees, it's often better to incorporate in the state where your physical business is, where you're conducting business, where your employees are located. But for those businesses who are going to be conducting business in, other states or on the Internet, you do make an excellent point in that Nevada or Delaware or Wyoming become possible states for them to set up the business structure within. We do have a business structure.
We were talking about also about putting customers first. Talk a little bit about how you've made those values for your company.
Well, I think it starts with a culture from within. It's a culture that we've created here at CorpNet in that the customer comes first, and we wow our clients by providing superior client service. And that's how we carved a niche out for ourselves, starting out in 2009, because when we started the company, we came in to a very, very highly competitive, highly saturated market. And contrary to what the general norm states about, you don't want to start a business when the market is too saturated, I completely disagree with that. I think you can always start a business, oftentimes in a saturated market, as long as, you carve out a niche for ourselves. And we've carved out a niche for ourselves by really, really providing superior, professional, personable service to our clients. We don't compete with our competitors over price, and, we don't compete by price matching. We simply, love our clientele, and our clients come to us because of checking out our reviews on Trustpilot, on TrustLink, on Yelp, and really hearing from the world as to how we take care of our clients.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's good. Those are good values. I think that's extremely important, extremely important. Your clients, though, I'm looking at your site, they're literally all over the country, aren't they?
We do have clients all over the United States, and we sometimes get clients that are out of state that want to form in the U.S. So generally speaking, we service all 50 states and oftentimes some out-of-state clients who want to form in-state.
Yeah, very good, very good. And how old is the company?
We've been in business since 2009, and this year we'll be celebrating our 5-year anniversary.
5 years. Time goes fast when you're having fun.
It does.
All right. Well, that's great. What are some principles that you recommend the listener on helping putting the clients first?
I always think it's often very important to engage with your clients. Social media oftentimes is so over-exaggerated these days. But really, if you use it to your benefit and you pick a few social mediums where you can engage with your clients by listening to them and listening to their needs, I think, you'll come out a winner. For us, for example, we engage constantly with our clients, and really you want to provide solutions to your clients, and that's what the client really wants. In our industry, clients are looking to start a business, but they want to do it simply. They don't want to deal with the headaches of, keeping track of, when their business is due for a renewal or compliance filing. So we've created applications and tools for our clientele by listening to them, by engaging with them, to make their running a business and growing their business a lot easier. And really, that's what a client wants. It's not about the price. It's not about what your website looks like. I mean, I think those are very important parts of running a business, but it's really about the company itself, the reputation, and how the client at the end of the day is being treated. And, for us, it's about, going the extra mile for our clients with whatever they need and to start managing and, protecting their business.
Now we got to wrap it up. Nellie Aalp, and she's with CorpNet, that's CORPNET.com. Thanks again for being with us.
Thank you, Kevin.
Have a great day. When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at USDailyReview.com, and this is The Price of Business.